and welcome to this video where I'll be showing you how to make a frame for your underwater camera. For this instance, it's going to be a GoPro camera. However, you can use this frame for any housing the camera has, as long as it's got a 1/4 inch screw on the bottom. There's just one step that you'll change that makes it into a GoPro frame. There's a few things you'll need, and I shall tell you what they are now.
So here are all the things that you need to make the frame. You will need a sharp Stanley knife, a hacksaw, a flat-headed screwdriver, part of a socket wrench set. I used a 14mm socket for this instance, a power drill, 2 drill bits, one 5.5mm and the other 3mm. That all-important Sharpie, a ruler or other measuring device, some PVC piping, this measured in at 22mm in diameter, 4 right-angled corner joints at the same measurement as the PVC piping, a T-joint, again at the same measurement as the PVC piping, a bolt and nuts. It's important that you get a 1/4 inch bolt, a GoPro tripod mount. It's probably best to double check that the bolt does actually fit into the bottom of this before you go ahead and put it all together. Some electrical tape, whichever colour takes your fancy. For this instance, we're going to be using blue. Now you want to measure up your PVC piping using the Sharpie and ruler. Measure one 22cm length, two 14.5cm lengths, and two 10cm lengths. Once that's done, cut into it with your Stanley knife. Make sure you're on a surface that you don't mind getting damaged if you slip. I find a Stanley knife gives a much cleaner cut. Here are all the pieces you'll end up with. Two 10cm lengths, two 14.5cm lengths, and one 22cm length. Now, attach the 5.5mm drill bit into the drill. Get the T-joint and drill down in the middle of it, like this. Now, screw in the bolt. It should be the right size as the hole. You may need a screwdriver to help you if it's a bit tight. It should look like this at the end. Now, grab your Sharpie and mark 2 to 3 threads up the bolt from the top of the T-joint. Get your hacksaw and cut where you've marked. This may take a little while, so have some patience. After all your hard work and labour, it will look like this. Now attach the nuts. You can use your finger to attach it at the beginning, but once it gets out of reach, I recommend using the socket. When it gets too far for the socket, then stick your fingers in the 2 holes at the end and fiddle it around like so. Then attach the GoPro tripod mount to the top of the bolt. Make sure that it points forwards. Next, it's time to assemble the piping. This is where it all starts to come together. The 22cm pipe goes at the top, the two 14.5cm pipes go along the edge, and the two 10cm pipes go at the bottom with the T-joint in the middle. Now it's time to attach the tape. I find it easier to keep tension on the tape at all times. This stops it from riding up in places and keeps it nice and flush to the piping itself. I find it easier to move the frame around the tape as opposed to the tape around the frame, as this helps to keep the tension on the tape as well. Pay particular attention to the corners, as these are slightly more tricky to actually tape up. The hardest part is taping up the T-joint with the mount in the middle. Just take your time with this and go round several more times than you would normally. Now it's time to swap the drill bits over from the 5.5mm drill bit to the 3mm drill bit. Proceed to drill some holes in the top, the corners and the bottom of the frame. This allows water to fill up inside and the air to drain out, so it's not too positively buoyant when underwater. Finally, it's time to add your GoPro or underwater camera. And voila, we're finished!
Okay, so that brings this video to an end on how to make a frame for your underwater camera, in this instance the GoPro. Don't forget you can muck around with different coloured tapes to get a personalised effect on your frame. Boop, 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 boop. Red and black, Dennis the Menace, or cool blue for the underwater scene. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give us a like, and if you want to see more projects like this for diving and fish tanks, then subscribe! Thank you very much. See you later.